Hey guys, good evening, good evening, good evening. If you can hear me loud and clear, just drop a yes. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, drop a yes. You can hear me loud and clear. And by the way, if you know you have a friend that needs to watch this right now, this is the best time to invite them. I know I limited access to the WhatsApp group is so I can communicate with you as clear as possible. All right. Now, tell me where you're joining in from. Tell me where you're joining in from. If you can hear me loud and clear, tell me where you're joining in from and share this link with community, share it with groups, share it on your status, take a screenshot and tag us on Telegram, on stories, on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere. You want to make sure that people have access to this information. It's very, very important. All right. Tell me where you're joining in from. I'm super hyped tonight to give value to you all, to let you have access to information that can bet greatness in you. By the way, I'm going to share my story shortly, but I want us to at least, let's get to like 50 people right now. All right. Let's get to like 50 people. Gideon Afolayan joining from Lagos. We have Folorunsho Inumidun. Folorunsho Inumidun from Ibadan. We have Will there. We have Olatunji Mide from Ilorin. Now, do me a favor. I normally say this. You might not pay for a course right now or why I'm teaching, but the best way you can give back is letting others have access to it. All right. Letting others have access to it so that we can make that happen. Share this right now. And in the next 1 or 2 minutes, we're going to kickstart. Okay. 1 or 2 minutes, we're going to kickstart. And while you do that, see, I'm not teaching what I don't practice. What is this? This notepad or paper, right? Once I'm done ideating, I cannot put it in my main book. And that main book is about our hold right now. Let me see if I can see it anywhere close to me. It's pretty much not close, but I have other other books that are pretty close to me that I do. I normally journal every other thing inside, right? I have other books, but the specific one I wanted showing you is not okay. By the way, is here, so that it doesn't look as if you can see how old the book is, right? Now, this is the same color for demo, by the way. So when we started, we were documenting. So I'm not going to teach you what I don't practice. So when I'm done ideating in here, I transfer in here. So what am I saying? Get your pen, get your book, write something down. Others that are just joining in, tell me where you're joining in from, okay? Tell me where you're joining in from. We're going to kickstart in the next few minutes. Let's get to like 50 people. Currently, we're just about 9, 10 on the call or on the webinar. Let's get it to about 50 people. Let 50 people join right now. All right. Hey, hello, one Mr. Dan. Yeah, one Mr. Dan. Where are you joining in from? Let us know in the comment section where you're joining in from and share this with friends. Okay, share this with friends. Let know where you are joining in from. Share this with friends. Share this with friends. My goal was to have about 140 people, right? Oh, one Mr. Dan is joining in from Lagos, by the way. I look forward to a physical meetup where I could share this soon. But before then, let's build a community. My goal is that the next time we're going to be having this, we're going to have about 1,000 people join in and we can make it happen. It's just as much of what 100 people inviting 10 of their friends, and that's 1,000, right? Let them get this access to this free information. All right. That being said, now you've told me where you're joining in from. You've told me what is happening and the likes. The concept will now be me letting you know why I'm doing this, where Nigeria is at the moment. If it's about certificates, that is one thing. If it's about certificates, it would have been super awesome, right? It would have been super awesome. But let me let you know, I finished my first degree about 20 something years ago, if I'm not wrong. Sorry, 2013 till date is what? Somebody help me do that math. Okay, I doubt if it's up to 20 years, by the way. I doubt if it's like 2025 minus 2013 minus 2013. That's about 12 years ago. Now, from then till now, I've not used my first degree certificate in mechanical engineering. All right. Now, that is not, oh, we have more people coming in. All right. That we have Abdul Rauf Fadilat from Lagos. And somebody saying, "Oh, I'm Becky joining from Gombe." And by the way, Becky is a friend of mine. Great to have you on this call, Becky, Fadilat, one Mr. Dan. Share this with friends. Share it with friends. Let's get to at least 50 people on this live section. Now, I was talking about my story regarding having not to use my certificate since 13 years ago. Now, some people will put it on their head and say, "Hey, I'm a mechanical engineer," and they will say, "No, the job will come to me." But one thing is that is either you evolve or you fade off. It's either you evolve or you fade off. And what does that mean? Is either you hold on to certificate and say that this is what I have, or you choose to learn better to upscale yourself so that you can make more money. Right? That is just it. Right? While we are waiting for 8:10, share this video with friends, share this video with your neighbor, and by the way, even share it with your enemy. Why? Through that, your enemy will start becoming your friend. I wish that is the way it is. All right. So do me a favor, share it, tell people to get on board, tell them why, tell them to get on board. Now, the second part is I went on to go get my master's because there's some level of discovery that comes on man when you know your why. Please write that down. There's some degree of awareness that comes to a man when he knows his why. And when I say man, I'm not meaning physical man, it means both male and female. There is a degree of awareness that comes to a man when he has what? Clarity, when he understands that why is on earth. Now, I noticed that I'm very skilled when it comes to managerial role, and I learned to manage things. So what did I study first? Mechanical engineering. Okay, for me to be able to manage people, it would be best for me to go into engineering side of this. So I went for my master's in engineering management. Now, the question is, and I'm trying to write you to where I started from. So 2016, that is when I officially, by the way, it's not 2017, few months before I left North Cyprus, wrapping up my master program. And let me tell you something very funny. By the time I was wrapping up my master's program, what I took in my first semester, project scheduling, by the time I was wrapping up my master's, they said that the topic or the subject is no longer in the syllabus. What does that tell you? Evolve or fade off. I paid thousands of dollars to come and school in North Cyprus, and one of my curriculum is already being taken off that is no longer relevant. Does that tell you something? I won't say that school is scam, but guys, you must upskill yourself. You must keep learning. You must keep going. All right, great to have you, Philat, from Ilorin. Phila Payne from Ilorin. I wish I know your name, by the way. I would have give you a shout out, but Phila Payne from Ilorin. Now, what am I saying? I intentionally, don't forget, first degree, second degree, that's master's. I did not say that I have plenty certificate and I will not learn the skills. So while I was in North Cyprus, I was learning these skills, and these skills has fed me all the way from then to even during the period of COVID-19 when people were indoor. I was making my little $5, $40, $10, $100, and the likes, and I use it to add up. So that is one thing you must do for yourself, and I want to share that with you. Lastly, before we start, let me share a story with you so that you understand that I'm not just talking from vague. 2017, when I came back from North Cyprus, back home, by the way, I still have to go back home, right? I've not yet stood. I wasn't standing all by myself back then. Great to have you, David Tokwe, all the way from Ghana. That's my brother, by the way. All right. Now, I put my laptop on the desk near the window, and that time was when I intentionally said, for those that know me, that was when I was intentional about social media, coming live and shooting videos. So I had to put it where the light of the camera, for those that know videography, I had to put it beside the camera or the window so that I can use the light of the window, forgetting that the weather is already dooming to rain. I slept up on my bed, my laptop was open, charging. Rain started falling, rain fell on inside my laptop. Rain fell inside my laptop. Now, what happened? I lost that laptop. But the question is, how did I get another one? I picked up a phone like this. Now, it is not S20 something. I think it was S9 back then. I took S9 and I went with my $200, a little 50 cents, a little $2, a little 30 cents, a little $3, a little. I was putting the money together, and in 2 weeks, In 2 weeks, I traded with $200 to about $700, and I take out $250, which I went to go and buy a brand new laptop all the way. I think that was my second laptop ever. Now, what I'm using is about my fourth laptop I've ever used. So my second laptop, I used the money I traded with to buy it. So I am trying to let you shape your mind, to let you understand that this is possible. This is possible. And if you're with me, just drop in, I am ready, let's get started. Because it's not just, I'm a life coach. It's not just about me pouring all the knowledge in you right now. It's about me helping you understand why you need to get started. It's about me, let me use the word, gingering you to let you understand why I should start trading, right? Why I should start trading. So if you're with me, just type in, I am ready, and we are good to go. By the way, the number is dropping. I would love more people to have access to this. All right. I would love more people to have access to this. So try to share it with people, let them join in, and we can kickstart. So if you are ready, just type in, I am ready. Okay, I can see response from Ruth Adeyemi. All right. All right. Now, if you're on the WhatsApp group, if you want to do a call and let people know that we are live, if you want to do that, that is fine. It's just funny that people will say they want value and they will not be available for it. But if you know you want to learn this, you want your brothers or sisters to learn this, you want your friend to learn this, your neighbor to learn this, now is the best time to invite them before we go deeper. Now, this is a 90 minutes. For you, you will say that is a long time. If they should compress all the hours of time I've intentionally learned Forex trading, imagine from 2017 till 2025. Now, let's say I'm even using 1 hour every day, 1 hour minimum, even 30 minutes every single day. Imagine how many hours I've consumed. So don't let it be as if 90 minutes is too much for you to spend here. Sit, let me show you how it works. Now, I'm going to be sharing my screen. The next thing we're going to be doing right now is to dive deeper. One thing I want you to know is that Forex trading is simply buying and selling. All right? Is buying one currency while selling another at the same time, pari passu. One thing is that you've done it before. It's only that you've not done it on the on the trading to make money. All right, you've done it if you have ever traveled from one place to another. All right, that is just it. One thing you should know is that Forex is flexible, is scalable, and it has a very low barrier to entry. $200 at that time was about 150,000 naira or less. Yes, back then. And traded it to $700. So you have you can even use as little as $10 to start trading today, right? And I will show you what you need to do so that you can use such trading capital and reason why you can scale up as it is. So let's get started. Like I said, you don't need millions to start. You don't have to have a math knowledge or be a math genius, as long as you understand 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2. And lastly, it is not gambling. Forex trading is not gambling. Say, if I try, it's supposed to go up. No, it is a skill. You have to ask yourself, why should it go up? How high can it go? How low can it go? And all these things is based on your plan. It's based on your trading plan. And that trading plan, I'm going to share it with you as well so that you can maximize it. And I hope you're able to take decisions tonight to do that. Now, let's go deeper. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. I can see David is ready. Maureen is ready. One Mr. Dan is ready. Olatunji Mide is ready. All right, good. Let's go deeper. So by the way, I think this will be the last time I will distract you with share or not share, but I would want more people to be on this call, so kindly share with them. If you want to put a call on WhatsApp to remind them to join, do that. If you want to drop a message on WhatsApp, do that. And they're like, so let's get started right now. All right, so while we do that, permit me to just wrap up on something. I'm trying to make sure I help you guys get something in here. I hope I'm able to do that. If not, I will drop that aspect. Okay, it's not also in my Google Drive and it's not uploaded. All right, that is fine. By the time we get to that slide, I will drop it in the WhatsApp group. All right, I've been pretty busy throughout the day. I've been very, very busy. All right. Okay, so let's get started. I want to share my screen right now. Okay, good. All right. I'm trying to switch. All right, so let's go deeper. Introduction to Forex trading. Let me do this. Good. Introduction to Forex trading. So share screen. All right. Now you let me know if you can see the slide. Let me know if you can see the slide. Let me know if you can see the slide. If you can see the slide, just type in trading, or better off FX. If you can see the slide, type in FX. If you can see the slide, type in FX. If you can, all right, follow on show, you know me doing FX, FX, FX. I would love to see three more people. Three more people. All right, if you can, I would love to see three more people. Oof. I hope I'm able to cover what I want to do. I'm supposed to be wrapping up this section by 8:20, and this is already 8:19, and I'm not even close to anything. All right. All right, thank you very much. So let's get started. Like I said, please have your pen and paper. I can't promise this will be recorded. We're streaming, right? Though it will be on YouTube, but this is something I teach professionally for $200. So do me a favor if you can write something down. So let's get started. You all know my name. If you don't know, I'm the co-founder. I wear multiple hats, but for the purpose of this, I am the co-founder and CEO of Demo Hub. And by the way, we have this as a full course on the platform for $200, right? But this is something I'm not giving out for free for 90 minutes and for free, right? But there's a reason for that, is so that we can give value. Now, you're going to be learning what is Forex, it's the money, what is traded in Forex, buying and selling, and the likes as it goes down the line. Now, let's get started. You cannot say you want to get into an industry without understanding where it starts from and where it is going. Please, let's shift away. I'll be shifting between my Forex trading teaching and my life coaching skills so that you get double value tonight. I share something as relative to money, but in life, you cannot say you want to go and become something in life without understanding where that thing starts from. You want to be rich, but do you understand how richness and wealth is being built? It's because when you understand, that's how you're going to tap from it and grow. You cannot say you want to be an engineer and you are currently a medical doctor, even a professional medical doctor. You have to go back to the foundation of engineering and learn the basics. Your intellect and the way you think will help you to grow faster, but you have to go back to the fundamental. So we want to go into Forex trading. You have to understand money in that aspect. Now, barter system, I wasn't born then. They say that they use salt to collect sugar, they use rice to collect cow, they use chicken to collect whatever. Now 10,000 BC away, then it went all the way to gold, copper, metallic money, coming to plastic money in the likes of we also have paper money, by the way, before plastic money, and it goes on and on and on. Currently, electronic money, whereby you can transact even without entering bank. And by the way, we have the likes of Bitcoin as it is. Now, I mentioned something when we started. I said, is either you evolve or you fade off. Now, newspaper, how many of you go to that place in Oshodi and be checking the score? Some people still do it, but I'd rather have my phone and just go to maybe goals.com or football.com, or for those that like betniger.com. I don't do that, by the way, and I'm not sponsoring them. But what I'm trying to let you know is this: newspaper era is gone, television era is gone. We're now in the mobile phone era that comes with notification that can tell you what is happening. How many of you write? Okay, don't let me share the story. I don't have much time, but I wrote a letter in my secondary school which I never gave the girl, and my economics teacher saw the letter. Think about what happened next. I'm not going to go into details, but from letter to fax, and right now most of us send emails, and some of us don't even send emails. We send WhatsApp message as fast as possible. right? Or even press and send a voice note. It's fast. Now, paper money went on to becoming electronic money. Now we're in the what, cryptocurrency era, and some people are talking about tokenization and the likes. But what does that mean? This is it. If you want to take a screenshot, now is the what, simplicity of talking about what is money. Barter to cowries to minted to banknote to plastic to Bitcoin, and that is it. Some people are talking about CBDC. I'm not a preacher of that. I'm a core Bitcoiner, and that is what I will teach you as well if you're interested via another art I wear, which is Bitcoin. I hope you've taken the screenshot. Let's move on. Now, what is Forex? Forex is as simple as what? Foreign exchange. Foreign exchange, right? It's as simple as what? It is the global market that allows the exchange of one currency for the other. If you are still following me, if I've not yet lost you, type in Forex, full, like Forex. If you are still with me, type in Forex. I want to make sure I'm not just rushing through. Now, Olamilekan, it's best you are on this call and you learn everything with me. All right? See it as an investment in your life. All right? Thank you. You are the one that also responded. So let's continue. Now, foreign exchange market, which is what FX, is the largest financial market in the world. Right? Don't forget what I said. Financial market in the world, right? Now, compared to the measly $22.4 billion volume in stock exchange and the likes, as at last time that this material was put together, the Forex market trades $5 trillion a day volume. A day. A day. This is what it represents. Where you have other stock exchange and the likes, Forex trade $5 trillion a day. That is the average trading volume. Now, what is traded in Forex is simply what? Money. Let me see if I got some responses. Okay, more people typed in for. Okay, good. Think of buying a currency as buying a share in a particular country, like buying stock of a company. The price of the currency is usually a direct reflection of the market's opinion on that currency. Now, the question I'm going to throw to you, and please if you can respond to me, what happened to the economy when COVID-19 happened? I'll continue, but I will expect your response in the chat. What happened to dollar, naira, everything? What happened to the value of money? The value of money came down, but the price of goods went up, right? I already answered for you. If you can still relate other ways for me, what happened to currencies? If for those that follow charts, what happened to currencies, right? When COVID-19 happened? Say it in the chat. Let's continue. All right. Let's continue. All right, people are still responding Forex. That is fine. That's fine. But let me know your response to that. Now, major currencies are traded in here, and why there are thousands of currencies across different countries, there are key ones. And how do you know how to represent them in trading? Now, you're going to see, I don't want to go deeper in reading things to you. You must have been hearing something like CAD, JDP, Euro, USD, NZD, USD, JPY, GDP. Now, what does that mean? It's as simple as what? When you it's mostly three letters. So the first two of it is telling you the country and the currency. All right. So when people say that NZD, that is New Zealand dollar, or when people say that CAD, that is Canadian dollar. When people say that GDP, that is what Great Britain pounds. When people say euro, that is what European euro. When people say USD, that is United States dollar. All right. When they say JPY, that's what Japanese yen. NZ, that is New Zealand dollar. All right. I hope you're learning something. I hope you're learning something. I hope you're learning something. Now, buying and selling currency pairs, that is now how you trade on the platform. Currency pairs, that's if you're trading currency pairs, not indices, not volatility, right? But the strategy I'm going to teach you tonight is how you can make money trading volatility, right? How you can make money trading volatility, and you can come in, you make your $2, you make your $5, and some of you say that daily you want to make between, okay, I can't go back. I don't want to try, but you say you want to make between maybe $10 to $100. That is the average vote of people that I saw. It's very possible, very, very possible, right? You could enter a trade in the morning, maybe take one, take three, take another one, take two, possibly, let me be realistic, lose another two, then you wait, analyze the market properly, you make another two, then another three, add everything up. And some of you, depending on the kind of trader you will be, you enter the trade, it goes all the way to 10, 15, 20, and you get out. The first one I analyze are scalpers. The other one I analyze are day traders. There's some people that trade for weeks. There's some people that trade for months, right? But what we want to do is to make money as fast as possible, right? So now, talking about currency pairs as it is right now, if I say I want to buy Euro USD, do I have a marker here? Good. Turn on pen. Good. All right. If I say I want to, let me see if it is reflecting on the screen. Good. It's reflecting. If I say I want to trade Euro USD, that means that I'm saying that Euro against US dollars. If I am buying this market, that means that I'm saying that Euro is going up and the value of dollar is coming down. I hope you're following. Now we're already getting to terminologies and how it flows. If I say, guys, I am buying Euro USD, that means that Euro will go up against US dollar. We are going to go to the chart. I'll show you vividly. But if I say I am selling Euro USD, that means that possibly the United States government economy is getting better against all other currencies. That means that Euro is going down and USD is going up. Now, if I say I want to buy this market and it respects me, it respects my decision, I follow the trend right. If I say I want to buy and it goes up, I will make money. If I say I want to buy and it goes down, I will lose money. Right? I will be negatives. I will be seeing my losses. Now, if I say, if the market is going down, downtrend, and I am selling, if the market is going down and I am selling, I will be in profit. But if the market is going down and I went to go and put a buy trade and the market is going down and I put a buy trade, I will be in loss. Before I continue, do we understand what I just said right now? I will wait for that one before I continue. All right, somebody's responding. Let's read it together. Maureen Obunaya said the value of currency during COVID-19, money lost value and commodities went high. That's what happened. This is somebody's response. Oh God, you guys can be so funny. All right, somebody said what? Teens, Ruth Adeyemi. Oh, by the way, great to see you here. Things were expensive and there was no physical cash then. Now somebody say low price at the time, money lost a lot of value. All right, it collapsed. Somebody say collapse. Somebody say bearish trend. Now I would say Gideon Afolayan is a trader already. The value dropped. I just wanted to start trading. Welcome, filler paints. This is the right place for you. Now, yes. Good. Thank you very much for your response. Let me just chip in there. If you still want to invite a friend to get on board, now will be the best time to do so. Let's continue. So let's continue. Now, terminologies, please, if you've not written anything down since, now is time to write it down. But if you want to type it on your screen, if it's not going to take you out of the YouTube page, but please write it down mentally or something. But know this. Now, when we say buy in the market, it means that the market is going up. So buy. Another word for that is, I'm going long on a currency pair. I am going long on a particular currency pair. Now, if we say sell or I am going short on this market, that means that market is going down. And I think I already explained that, but these are terminologies that explains it further. Now, if we say this market is a bull market, that means that for a long time, this market has been rising. It has been rising, right? It's a bull market. And let me use this as an example. It's bull market. And at this point, maybe this is 1 week. This is 2 weeks. This is 3 weeks, right? So now possibly it was going up, came down, going up, came down, went up, came down, but it has been respecting that aspect, which I will dive deeper in the aspect of trend tonight. Now, I'm not going to explain this so that I don't confuse you, but I'm going to show it by the time we get into charts. Now, if we're saying this market is a bear market, that means that it's an opposite of what bull market, that this market has been going down for a long period of time. Okay? Now, amount of time is relative. To some people, they will say one whole day the market went bullish because that is what they just want to focus on. Somebody will say for the next 15 minutes, the market has been bullish. So it is relative to you that you're analyzing the market. And please, 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 one of the key rule I would say is that I am teaching you Forex trading, but the way you will learn Forex trading is as a result of your psychology. I'm not going to force you to say trade this way, but you will learn it so well that you yourself, you will create plan based on your psychology, your risk to reward ratio. So I'm not here to come and tell you that I'm the God Almighty of Forex and you must follow my rule. No, I will teach you the fundamental. I will teach you the system I use. I will teach you the steps to take, but you will be the God of your own trading. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, let me clear that. Erase all. Now let's move on. What I traded in Forex, we already talked about this, but this is explaining more regarding we have different type of currencies. We have the major, we have the minor, which is also called crosses, and we have the exotic. Now, if you enter market and you see something like you will never even see USD NGN, you possibly will see USD with another currency, right? Those are not popularly traded, so they are called exotic. Any pair with emerging economy. God bless Nigeria and God help us, right? But when they say major are currencies that are traded mainly with USD. All right, major are currencies that are traded mainly with USD. That is for currency pairs. You know, I mentioned currency pairs, I mentioned indices, I mentioned volatility. But volatility is what I'm going to show you because that is what I do. And that is what now I started off with, truth be told, I started off, but I would say I did not have the patience to be waiting for a long period of time. And I don't want to take a big risk of using a big lot size. I just use two terminologies that you might not understand, but it is fine because I will explain. We are 35 minutes into the time, so we are still good. Now, major currencies are currencies that are traded a pair with USD. Crosses or minor currencies, yeah, it's okay. It's also here. Minor, any pairs that does not contain USD, that does not contain USD. All right. And any pair that is just starting, like the likes of Turkish lira, you see the likes of naira and the likes. That is what we call emerging or exotic pairs, currency pairs. So, with that being said, let me take that out. Now, I don't want to bore you with this, but market size is key, liquidity is key. I don't want to bore you with this. Now, USD is most, it's just trying to let us understand why it is called major. All right, it's trying to let us understand why it is called major currencies, right? Why? Because it has the highest distribution in the chart. All right, in the market, pardon me, not just this chart, but in the market, it has the highest trading distribution in the FX market, and it's more like is the king. I think there's an explanation here if I'm correct. All right. All right. I think I removed it to just avoid plenty talk. So every other one along with it, and I believe that exotics, the emerging one, they are the one that takes the order. All right. So that is one thing that I want you to know. Now, another rule. My father is not Dangote. My father is not Otedola. I'm not the son of the CEO of Goldman Sachs. I'm not the son or the owner of Barclays Banks or the New York Stock Exchange and the likes. What does that mean? I cannot come into the Forex market and want to use my checked $1,000 or $5,000 trading capital to scare off people that are trading trillions of dollars. Please, this is also fundamental because I will say one rule right now. I want you to write it down. Or better off, by the time we get into the chart, when is the live going to end? 90 minutes. So by 9, 8 to 9, by 9:30, I'm done. All right. By 9:30, I'm done. By the way, we might be earlier than that. But what will take us to 9:30 are your questions. All right. What will take us to 9:30 are your questions. Please, Ruth Adeyemi, please, whatever I did not say clearly or you're not sure of, anybody, by the way, please write it out as a question so that I don't keep repeating. All right. So by the time people are asking questions, if you see that somebody has asked the question you want to ask, it saves us time. So please, your questions, write it out somewhere so that by the time we're in the question section, I answer all the questions. So possibly if I'm able to finish this in the next 1 hour, then the last 30 minutes or less would be for your question and answer, which I believe some of you want to ask. So please, to save us time, type your question somewhere because you will not be able to mute or unmute microphone because this is streaming, right? So guys, do screen recording. Oh, that's for those that want to do screen recording. I hope you can, right? So let me continue. I believe I wanted asking a question before I saw that. All right. So I said I'm going to say another principle by the time we get into the chart. But before we get into the chart, please understand that now I don't know. Please, if you are my destiny helper and you're on this call and you are worth close to maybe like $100 million or maybe $500,000 or maybe $50,000, please let's be friends. All right. If you're on this call and you are worth like $100,000 upwards, please come to my DM, come and be my friend. I have business for you. All right. But if you know you don't have that amount of money, see, you don't want to compete with these guys. You are one of the speculators, but you and the son of the president do not have the same risk to reward ratio. Like I said, if you are worth close to $5 million, please come to my DM. Let's be friends. But what do I mean? Where the super banks are trading like $1 trillion, where the large commercial companies are trading like $1 billion, where government and central banks are trading like millions of dollars and speculators are trading like hundreds of thousands, you and I are trading thousands or tens of thousands. So we cannot say our little amount of money is going to control the market direction. That is why you see when the market opens, if you are in the market when the market opens, sorry. That is why they normally say wait 1 to 2 minutes. Secret. Let me write it down. Wait 1 to 2 minutes when the market has opened before you follow the trend. I already said a little secret, but I'm going to say it now so that it flows in when we're looking at the charts. What does that mean? Follow the trend because the trend is your friend. Write it down. Follow the trend because the trend is your friend. The super bank trading trillions of dollars, large commercial banks trading on billions of dollars, government and central banks trading millions of dollars, speculators on the high side, the likes of Dangote, the likes of Otedola, the likes of the governors of each state, they are speculators and they are trading maybe close to still millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars. While you were entering the market with our $10, $100, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 50,000. Now, let me ask the question, will our trading capital and when we enter the market, will it change the direction of the market? Let me see your response. Will our trading capital and entry into the market have an effect on where the market will go to? Let me hear from you. I will wait on that one. Philippines, if you can just allow people to focus, all right? If you can allow people to focus so that they don't get distracted. I'm not going to stop anybody that wants to screen record, but allow people to focus. Doing screen, oh, okay, no, okay, but a little. Let me tell you the truth. Your little, come on, people are trading billions, millions, and you are trading maybe even $1,000. I don't know what your philosophy is regarding that, but for long sure, no, me don't follow this rule. The trend is your friend. Follow the trend. The trend is your friend. Follow the trend. Oh, so okay, some of you joined without. Let me see if I can actually get the link. I'm supposed to do this after the call or after the section, but let me just drop it. Let me see if we can accommodate that. If the link is going to be clickable, but if it takes you off, please come back. I hope that showed as a link. If it did not show as a link, then you want to reach out to the person that invited you today. All right, so I don't get distracted. So please, like I said, I'm going to teach you. You might have your own personal philosophy. If you believe your treasury $5,000 can have an effect in the market, but me teaching you today, and that is why I'm the teacher today, I'm telling you it doesn't have an effect. So what can you do? Follow the trend, because the trend is your friend. Let's continue. Now, in trading, we have 4 trading sections. In trading, we have 4 trading sections. Let me hear it. How many do we say we have? Let me see in your chat box. Just type in what I said. If you hear what I said, in trading, we have 4 trading sections. How many trading sections do we have? Drop it in the chat section. Let me know you are following. Let me know that it's internalizing. Because when you respond to me, that means that something has gone in there. And by the time you type it, at least higher percentage of you remembering. All right. We have 4 trading sections. 4 trading sections in 20 hours. That means that if we divide it, now it's not divided equally, but if we say we divide it, each section will be having 6 hours. But that is not the way it is. Now, the 4 trading section, and let me see if I see some responses. 4 trading section. Thank you very much. All right, good. Now, the 4 trading sections is the Sydney section, the Tokyo section, the London section, and the New York section. Now, to have a pictorial view of what it is. Now, by the way, please take note of this. This is GMT. Nigeria is on GMT +1. If you want to take a screenshot, that is fine, right? Whenever I say you should take a screenshot, believe me, it's because I know that it is important. I think I've said it like 2-3 times now. So if you want to take a screenshot, fine. And by the way, you can even see a better quality one. Just type in on Google trading sections, Forex trading sections, pictorial. You bring it up. So I'm not gatekeeping, but you telling people to screen record that you collect it later, you are distracting, right? Let's focus. Immerse yourself with the knowledge we're sharing right now. So GMT is the what you're seeing right now. For Nigeria, is GMT +1. So if you are looking here, this is what? +1 for Nigeria. So if you are saying that, okay, now let me even explain that better. Now, we said Sydney, Tokyo, London, New York. All right, Sydney, Tokyo, London, New York. The best time to trade, all right, the best time to trade. So in Nigeria, this is our 8, and this is our what? 9. Okay, 7 will be our 8, 20 will be our 9. Instead of 8, it will be our what? Our 9 p.m. By the way, so that you understand. Now, the best time to trade, is between these. This should be 3, so this will be our 4. All right. The best time to trade is in between this and this, between 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Nigerian time. All right. Overlapping of Tokyo and London, and overlapping of London and New York. Okay. Now, this we say main trading section, right? and I think which is between this and around 12-1, but you have a better grades between 8 to 4 based on experience. Do we get this? If you do, type in sections. If you got what I just explained right now, type in sections. If you got what I just said right now, type in sections. Suleiman Shatter, sorry, Shita said, your money can never have any effect on the market. Sincerely, not. It cannot. It cannot. Right? It cannot. Even if you have $1 million today and you enter with others, people are trading trillions. Sorry, section, not sections, not section, it's sessions. Thank you very much for Lauren Show. I just needed to state that so that Daniel Alney. Is it the same Daniel Alney I know? If you're the one, brother, good evening. All right. By the way, okay, I don't need to over exaggerate so that I don't just give out your name out there. All right, but if you're the one, good evening. All right, now you don't understand, okay, because this is not a question thing. I have to explain this. Let me go back. Now, let me clear this. We have 4 trading sections. If you enter here, have you ever entered the market between night to around 5 a.m.? Something that you are seeing that was moving very fast, it now became slow. If you have, let me see your response, but let me continue. Why? There is no influx of money in the market. That is Sydney, Tokyo's time. There is no volume in the market. So market is not moving. It's just moving little by little. So the difference between your entry point before it cross over will not be much. By the time we're on the chart side, I'll show you what that means. Right? Now, we said that this is 8 o'clock. We said that this is our 4 o'clock. The same way we get into markets or people start going to job and market opens up, the market opens 9 p.m., 9 a.m. in London. By the way, 8 actually, but between 8 and 9, that is where you see the volatility move very fast. So instead of you having to enter the market in the midnight and you're just looking at your laptop, will this thing go up or not? And you don't have a sense of direction on something happens in the market called ranging. I don't want to jump the gun. We're going to get there. We have something called, I already mentioned uptrend, not uptrend. I already mentioned bull market, bullish market. I already mentioned bearish market. If the market is neither going up or down, but it's just doing like this, it is called ranging or consolidation. Ranging or consolidation. Bullish, bearish, uptrend, downtrend, consolidation or ranging. Bullish or uptrend, bearish or downtrend, that is the first one. The second one, and consolidation, is neither going up or down because there is little volume in the market. Right? I need to talk of this. Now, simple as facts. Understand this. The best time to trade, if you don't understand, the best time to trade is between 8 to 4 Nigerian time. 8 to 4 Nigerian time, because this is GMT, but Nigeria is in GMT plus 1. I hope you understand that. It's as simple as that. Now, because you cannot collect the dollar you have right now and say, give me US dollars and give me euro, maybe because you want to trade euro USD, or give me the Japanese yen and USD because you want to trade. But a unit of trading in the trading space is called pips. Pips. That is how you're able to know the unit of trading. All right. It is the unit of measurement to express the change in value. Now, let's say we saw this market when this market was what? 1.10 and 1.1051. Pardon me. I think I want to do something else. Let me bring it to this side and I'm going to share this tab. But let me 1.1051. Good. So let me come back here. Let me go full screen here. It's because I want to go somewhere and I want you all to be able to see it. All right, let me come back here. Let me do a new share. Stop share screen. Share screen. Window. Good. Now let me confirm you guys can see the new share screen. It's not yet sharing. Okay, it's sharing now. But let me confirm. Can you guys see it? If you can just type in white. All right, follow on showing no me do. All right, type in white, so I will know that it's meant for specifically for this. You can just type in white, or type in one, just one, pop, one, pop. So we just follow through. All right, follow on Shasti said white. Another person, another person, one more person, white. Let's go. Now, I'm going to explain bullish. Sorry, I'm going to explain buy, sell, pip in this contest. Now, the fourth decimal point, please, the fourth decimal point of where the market is over price is called, this one is called pips. It's called pip, actually, pip. More than one pips. Right? Now, let's say we enter the market at this point. Right? We enter the market at that point, and the market, because let's say the market respects us or we follow the market, right? And the market went to 1.505. What does that tell us? We entered the market at 1.1051. Okay, that's zero. Okay. Now, because the market went in positive, let's minus it. This will be 9. Let me just put, okay, let me just 9. Because I remove one and put here, this will be 4, right? Okay, definitely we're already seeing is 0.3, 0.39. 14 minus, I think that's also 9, right? Let me be sure that my math is correct, which I think is correct. So 1.5050 minus 1.1051. I'm still good at math, guys. We are trading. So it's 0.3999. Now, what does that mean? Now, if this is a pip, the last fourth decimal place is a pip, that means that we have 3,999 pips. All right, 3,999 pips. Now, how do we now convert this 3,999 pips to dollar? There's something called lot size. Lot size. Now, if you went in for one lot size, you should be making about $399 on this. If you went in for a 0.1 lot size, you should be making 39 points. Okay, let me just put this 399. A 0.1 lot size should be making you $39.9. 0.001 should be giving you. So I hope you guys are understanding lot size and how it affects your profitability, but most importantly, how it protects you. Now imagine that you're having just $500, you entered one lot size and the market came down in 3 drop, your money is gone. So you don't want to take that risk. It's better you enter a 0.01, because this will not be what? 3.99. It's better you enter this and you keep on stacking your $4 or 3.99 than for you to rush and say you want to blow and you blow your account. So you can understand this. Now the same happens. I believe I've already explained pips. I've explained lot size. I wanted this is supposed to be lot, but I believe I already explained it as well in this. So lot size is what determines your trading capital. Is determined by your trading capital, and it also walks you across your trading psychology with your being careful to enter the market. All right, you don't just want to enter the market anyhow. You calculate before you enter. All right. So I hope I've been able to do justice to this. Let me stop sharing. Man, it has been let me share back. Let me share this back. Let me ask, did we get value on that? Have we been getting value? If you've got value so far in the last 58 minutes, actually we said the first 10 minutes because people did not join early. So if you've gotten value in the last 48, 49 minutes, type in value. Type in value. Oh, there's a calculation of it right here. Then why did that? Okay, it's better I even went that way. I can explain in details, right? If you've gotten value for, just type in value. All right. Let's continue. Now you've seen the calculation, entry point, exit point, their difference shows it. Now, so that is it basically, right? So let's move on. But before I continue, did you guys get value in this? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Because this is my first time in training. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. See, I don't expect you to learn. I'm coming 2016, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That is 9 years of deep learning. So I don't expect you to learn it in one, it's not even 1 night, learn it in 1 hour or in 90 minutes. But can you have the foundational knowledge that can guide you? Yes. Now, if you want to go further to have a mentor and a teacher guide you, I will say you should. All right. I will say you should. So now we've been able to look into that, and there are 3 steps of a profitable trader, guys. Please, if you have not been writing anything down, write this down. 3 core skills of a profitable trader. You must have market understanding. Now, for you people that, okay, if you were like me when I was 4, 5, 6 years old, and some of you must have done it, you would take your ball and you'll be throwing it up to the ceiling. It will be hitting the ceiling and coming down, Abby. You'll be throwing it up, it will be hitting the ceiling and coming down. And some of you, if you have ever entered the swimming pool and you drank water because you went down, because you couldn't swim properly like me, I went into the swimming pool and I forgot to float. I went all the way down. Thank God I was just about 6 feet. Please, I didn't go to about 9 to 10 feet. What happened? I was still small then. What happened? I went all the way down, and when there was a support for me, because that is already a place I cannot go further, my legs touched the ground, then I bounced back up. That is support. I'm trying to use descriptive knowledge so that you understand what is happening. That is what? Support. Now, when I threw my ball, anytime I'm inside and I threw my ball and it touched the ceiling, it cannot go beyond the ceiling because that is a resistance. That is a resistance. That is a resistance. So what does that mean? If 2 places you always have to look into in a chart is the support line and the resistant line. The support line and the resistant line. If the price is bouncing on a support, you be careful of buying and selling at that area, but it's also telling you that this is a good place to buy or sell. If a price is hitting resistance, it's already telling you this is a good place to buy or sell. So you want to look at the price floor and the price ceiling before you get into that trade. The second one is, I talked about, you want to blow, then you end up blowing your account. If you only trade 10 times, if you trade 10 times, now we have this rule in trading, always trade 1:3. 1:3. Now, if you trade 10 times and you lost 2% every single time, let's say you have $100. 1% of that would be $10, Abi, and you lost 5 times. That is $50. And the other five, that means that you exit the market at what? Ratio 3. That means that would be like 30%. Sorry, 3%, if that will look at it. Now, $100 times 3%, 0.3, that is $30. Times other 5, that is 150. Now, in the first one, you lost what? $30, and the profitable one, you made $150. What does that mean? You entered with $100, you were able to what? Get to what? 250 and minus 30. So you are still safe. You are still safe. But imagine that you went into the market and your first losses, you go and put 10%, 20%. You are done for. I think I'm even, let me not be wrong with my calculation. $100 times 0.01, thank you very much, is $1. All right, $1 to be very safe, because it's just $100 trading capital. $1. Now you do that 5 times, you lost $5, right? And the same $100, 0.03, let's 1:3, $3. $3 times 5, that is 15. So your $100 minus your first $5 that you lost, plus the $15 that you gain, you went from $100 to 110 in a day. Let me ask, is that sensible? If it is sensible, type Y. If it is sensible, analogy of someone that wants to understand what's called compounding, and you don't just want to be like hush puppy, pardon me. If that is wise enough to do, and you know that today I'm going to make averagely $15, maybe I'm going to lose $5 and make another $15, and it's going to later sum up to 110, and at the end of the day I've made my $10. Is that wise? If it is wise, type in 1. And you know that in the next 5 days I would have gotten to like $150 if I'm not even compounding it. Come on, let me hear your response before I continue. If that is wise as a trader and is a good risk management, because that is the second core principle, type in 1. Like 1. And I'm not forcing you to type, it's just because I want to know that you are following me. Now the third one is, okay, not why, 1. Now the third one is mindset. There's something called market psychology, and that is where the big traders get us. That is where they get us. Humans are emotional being. Humans, by the way, so that you understand, I'm not talking out of fake. I got to Abuja 2018. The second night I got to Abuja, I went into a trade with my emotions. I want to blow, and I lost $1,000 in less than 15 seconds. And I closed that trade and I slept. So that it doesn't look as if, and if you want to think I'm lying, go and ask the CEO of DNX Security, DNX Property. Both of us were on his bed. I just moved to Abuja. Both of us were on his bed that night. So I'm not saying something just to scare you or just to talk. No, I'm saying it because it has happened to me before. And I've entered a trade and I made $750 and I've made more over time, the likes. So understand where I'm coming from. All right. Patience is key. I will rather not enter the market today and allow my trading capital to be sitting and chilling than for me to rush and enter the market and lose it all. Are we getting something? I rather have my $100. If I do not trade for the next 1 week, my $100 is still in my account. Then when I want to continue trading, I can continue when I'm already mentally stable. It's called trading psychology. So patience is key rather than chasing trades. And in this concept, one thing I can tell you and tell you again and again is that number 2 and number 3 skills are why most traders fail. Are the reason why most traders fail. And in my paid program, this is something I show and I teach my students, not just how to trade, but the psychology of trading. Good. I'm a life coach. So I'm able to tell them psychologically, take this off. See, it look as if it's funny. Even before I start teaching you guys today, I have to dress my table properly. My table, my study room. This is one of the room in my house. I have to what? Why? Because I cannot just teach after I've learned that what you even smell, the perfume you put around you triggers your emotion. You have to make sure that now it might not be same for all of us. Some of us will get to start trading. I start trading back home, right? Before I moved out. Some of us have to start doing it from where it's not comfortable. But one thing I've learned is that you have to what shape, guide the way you think. It's not just to carry phone and trade. Have you set your environment to be ready for trading? Is your mind okay? Did you just finish fighting with somebody and you want to come out and use trading as your no? Calm, be patient, enter the trade. All right. So it's very important that you do that and you are well guided. And I will show you this as clear as possible in the paid program for those that are willing. Now, because of our time, I'm going to show us some of the terminologies of what I've been sharing since on a chart and where you can see it. So let me stop sharing this and let me start sharing trading view. Is a resources you can go check as well, practice on by yourself if you want to take longer period of time before you start learning how to trade, which I will not advise you do so. All right, no, this is not what I want to share. uh let me see if I can share this tab. Okay, let me see if this tab is what is showing right now. Okay, guys, if you can see the trend, just type in trend. All right, this is what I mean. If you can see the trend, just type in trend. If you can see the trend, just type in trend. I just need one person to respond to that. I believe there is a delay. Okay, for long show, I believe your internet is pretty fast. All right. Any other person? Let me just take one more person. Okay, dilated trend. Good. Now, this is what you're going to see in the market. S&P 500, I've traded it before, but let me see if we have our US 30. Remind me later. Let me see if our US 30. US 30 is under futures. Good. Am I trading US 30? I'm trading volatility. Now, US 30 is one of the one of the index I love trading is under indices. Let me check under futures. I'm trading futures nowadays. It's mostly not on this. I personally use the broker I use is Derif. The broker I use is Derif. Are ready to start trading, I will help you to set up your account as well. I will help you set up your account and I'll be able to show you that. But let's just look at, let me remove US. I'm in futures right now. Let me see volatility, vol. Do I get to see any vol? Sorry, all volatility. But either ways, if we're not seeing it to save our time, let's come back to US 30. US 30 made me some good money. But volatility is pretty volatile, as the name is, but you can get in and get out. I don't want to wait in the market for a long period of time. And at that time, I've not yet learned what they call studying the market and going in and allowing the market to play out. I'm a scalper, so I just want to get in and get out. I'm a scalper. US 30 index capital.com. Now, simple as it ought to be, from here to here, this is a directional movement. Where is the arrowhead? Am I seeing it here? I mostly use my, all right, good, arrowhead. Now you can see the direction there. That is what is called uptrend. Uptrend. Let's bring this closer. Now from here to this point, pop, pop, you can see the downfall. That is what we call what? Downtrend. Now, if you look at this place, though it went a little bit down and a little bit, but we're looking at a 1 hour time frame, right? So that means that each candlestick is 1 hour. In the paid program, I normally go deeper into this to explain candlestick and the lag and the charts and this thing. But if you look here very well, let me draw a trend to show what I mean properly. If you look here, you see that this market did not go any direction for a long period of time. Let me zoom in. Right, it did not. You can see that this market did not do much movement. It came down, it came up, and it was swinging. So this is what we call what consolidation for a 1 hour time frame. Consolidation or ranging, right? Now, what other terminologies did we use? Now, this is a bearish market. It went all the way up. Sorry. Bullish market. This is a bullish market. Bull. This is a bullish market, and it came down at this point. This is bearish market. Now the market did not go anywhere. Consolidation. Now, I want to be, and pardon me, I'm just making jest. I want to use my $1,000 to fight the people here, and I entered this market at this point, and I said my $1,000 will make a change, and I enter sell at this point. I enter sell at this point. I will say it too, but somebody should tell me what will happen. I want to hear feedback. I'm here, I enter sell, but the market went all the way up. What will happen to my $1,000? Somebody should answer me in the chat. I'm not going to answer you. I'm not going to say it. Somebody should tell me what will happen to my $1,000, maybe from here to here. Something will happen to my money in my account. Somebody should just tell me in the group. So guys, that is what it takes. It's as simple as waiting and say this market is coming down. I don't know where it's going to stop because I'm waiting for the market to go all the way back. Now, we mentioned support and resistance. Yes, I remember. But for me to really show you that, I will have to go deeper to like 4 hours candlestick. Now, this is clear. This is a bigger chart. But before I continue, Otilo. Somebody say Otilo. Oh God, Otilo. All right. Now I'm gonna say this. If you want to jump off the call because you think your time is gone and you think I'm wasting your time because I said I'm going to stop by 9 o'clock on this, but we're going deeper. If you want to get off the call, it's fine. But for those that know that I'm sharing value and you want to learn more, all right. So deeper. Where am I? I'm on the chart. Now, I love the response, Otilo. Now, okay, now if you see my chart, I've been here before. If you see my chart, this chart, you will see that, let me use this arrow. You will see that this is what? A support line. These are some lines. This is another line. This is another line. This is another line. This is another line. This line has been drawn before this market got here. This is another line, right? These are where the market went to. These are where the market was, right? Now, by the way, I've not traded this market for a while, but I've done this line since. This is August starts. So this is between July, let's say between June and July. And I believe I must have drawn this line about maybe 6 or 1 year ago. But it is still respecting that line. Now, another line is this, but it didn't really show much there. But if we look at it on a higher time frame, we'll be able to see where this line, this when it came down and bounced back, is respecting. So let's even go to 1 day. We want to see where this is respecting. Now, this is it. It is respecting here. You cannot see it as it is, right, like that. So I want to zoom it out. So where this market came, if you can see that dotted line that when I move my mouse is dropping, you see that when it came all this way down, it's respecting. Let me use a highlighter. It is respecting. Let me see. Came all the way. It respected. Let me look at it again. Up. Good. It respected here. I'm talking about these two guys. You can see. So, but I didn't put a resistance. Sorry, I didn't put a support. Now, write this down as well. Your support line can later become your resistance line. Your support line can later be your resistance line, and your resistance line can later be your support. What does that mean? Let me show you. Now, at a point, all the support was here, right? It bounced on it and it went. And at that time, we are saying that this is a resistance line because this was it. Now, this was a support. It was a support. It came down. It became a resistance. As you can see, support became a resistance. It went now when we got here and we're going up. It was a support here at some point. When it crossed over it, we had a new support. Our former support became a what? A resistance line. Now our resistance line now, when the market went to test it, now became our support and the market went up, right? And a former resistance line still came back to play out as a resistance line here. The market came down, came back to play a resistance line here. So this is a very strong resistance line. So there is a possibility that where the market is as at today, sorry, Control Z, there's a possibility that the market will hit here and come back down. So there is what? There is a greater chance that this market will hit here and come all the way down to this point so that these two will align. So anybody looking at this market, I will say allow the it to touch that line at this point at $45,045. Expect it to come all the way back to 43,460. Now I'm going a little technical. I can't teach you everything in one night, so I'm going to stop at there. But understand that what support, resistance, but your support can later become a resistance when the price pass through it, and your resistance can later become your support when the price pass through it. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing at that point, and we'll come back. We'll come back here. So trend. Okay, good. So are we getting value? I still see that you guys are strong on 18. I would have loved us to get like 100 people on this call. But either way, I believe the next meeting we're going to be having by the next free masterclass is going to be by September, almost the same timing. So let me go back to this. Now, for you to really get the best out of this is to be able to really maximize the concept of it. Now, I just showed you the practical, but one thing I want you to understand is that you've learned the basic, you've seen the basic tonight. My goal, and I told you guys to download the app. My goal is that you can go back to your phone. If you have a laptop, go back to your laptop and practice on demo. And for those that are interested to really learn it from me instantaneously, and you have the capacity, you get to master risk and strategy and trade life confidently. I will say that you can do that via the Forex trading course that is starting tomorrow, right? So I'm not trying to come and say that, oh, don't force yourself. But no, if you know you have the capacity to get on board, fine. The course itself is $200, right? It's $200. For those people that got in early, they got it for $160. But I want to allow something tonight for those that are interested. Now, for the testimonial, I'm going to forward something to the group in the next few seconds so that you guys can really see something. And what am I saying? I'm not teaching this from the sense of you guys should come and I want to take you guys money. I have people that I teach and I thought is important. By the way, when I taught them, I taught it for $50, but I have to value my own time to be able to also give it to the best of people that actually want. So if you see the design and the publicity, you're going to see $50 there. That was about 4 years ago. No, sorry, pardon me. 2 years ago. All right. And one of the person there, just for the sake of publicity, the lady video that you're going to be watching, that is the wife of Adepoju, the what? Motiu Adepoju, footballer. So those are the likes of people that I do one-on-one with. We've known each other since about 4 or 5 years ago, and she wanted to learn better, and I accommodated her just for $50 because I wanted to build that relationship. So if you are here on this call, watch that video, hear their testimonial. It's a 7 days masterclass, 1 hour every single day, and I'll be able to go deeper. Now, this is what I'm going to do for you guys. It goes for $200. Now, for those that are going to get in between now and tomorrow afternoon, you get to pay 50%. All right, 50%. But if you decide to take decision between now and 12 midnight, you can get it for $75, which is just 112,500, right? But if you don't, that means that after now, the next time you're going to get it is going to be for $200. Maybe I will give some percentage and you get to pay $160. But for you to maximize, be part of the community. And by the way, we have a separate group for people that are students. And one of you guys, I've seen one of them. They are on this call already, and I'm going to be starting with them tomorrow for 7 days straight, weekdays. All right, weekdays. There's no Saturday and Sundays. Weekdays, 7 days straight. So if you know you want to be part of the 7 days FX Masterclass, now there's no way you can learn Forex in 90 days. And they too, I'm giving deep understanding in 7 days, but they get to be part of my masterclass and my community, which they can ask questions as they trade. They can always ask questions from me, and I can devote more time to them because I'm committed to their success. And more is why we do give free so that you can understand the foundation and you can understand what you might be missing. Now, imagine in Nigeria we are right now, you are making $10 every single day. Just think through it. Let's say you pay $75 to get started. $75, that is what, 112,500. But in 1 week, 10 times in 1 week, let's say 5 days, that's $50 times what? The remaining 4 weeks, that's $200. So minus 75, you've made 125 beyond the money you even used to learn. So I would say it's value because I see it as value myself. So if you're interested, take a screenshot. I'm going to drop the information later on the group for those that are interested. Now, if you get in between now and 12 midnight, that is where you enjoy the $75. So please don't come tomorrow morning and say you still want to pay $75. I will not take it. If you pay to my account, I will refund your money. I am that deep. Please, it's not as much of the $75 for me. On a daily basis, I made more than that. All right. But it's to you committing to saying, I want to learn. That is how you get to focus. Right? If I give it for you, that's why somebody can say that is it being recorded? They want to go and do something else and come back. It's not worth it for them. But if it is worth it for you, $75 is something that you can do within now. But if it is even 5 minutes after 12 midnight tonight, it goes back to $100. That's a 50% discount, right? People that paid $160. So I'm just allowing this to have access to you. And I will say that is it. And that is it. So do you have any question? Now is the time I get to answer your question. So please, I hope you've been typing. Your support line can be, of course, Maureen Ogbonaya. Your support can become your resistant, and your resistant can become your support. So now the floor is open. Do you have any question? Please, I hope you've typed it out, and I will expect your question to come in. But if you don't, I will say I'm still here for you next few minutes. So the floor is open. Type in your questions. Volatility, I wanted using chemistry terms. Volatility is how unstable the market is. Now, I'm explaining volatility in the sense of how market operates, not in the currency that I trade. All right, I trade volatility 75. I'm going to take a screenshot of some trade I did, and I'm going to put it in the group and some reward, some money that I made. But in the sense of volatility, please don't wait for me to finish before you type your next question. If you have questions, just drop it. I'm going to answer the first 4 questions that dropped. This is one go. So 3 more, please. 3 more. Volatility is how busy. Yeah, I can say how busy. And that is as a result of the money that is being pumped into the market when the market opens or as the market operates. And I said that between 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., we see large number of volatility because there is a lot of influx and outflow, inflow and outflow in the market, right? Volume trading, decisions, fundamental analysis. And when I say fundamental analysis, that is basically what happens in the market. What I just did right now is technical analysis. We went into the chart to analyze, right? We went into the chart to analyze. That is technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is hear what is happening. Oh, did they just bomb somewhere in US? Is there an outbreak of virus in China? Was there a war in Iraq? Fundamental, all those things will affect economy. COVID-19 happened, fundamental analysis. So all those things will affect the volatility of the market, or how busy or how unstable the market will be, right? I hope I answered that. So the less volume, the less issue, the less news. Go and check it. Every single time there is election in the United States, there will be a spike. Every single time there is holiday, maybe Nigeria, I'm sorry, US is going on holiday, you will see change in there. So that is it on there. We have about 2-3 more minutes left. Any other question? But please do me a favor, please. Every single person here that you're on the call, if you want to take a screenshot, if you want to record on something, or you want to tell us how you felt, that is the way you can pay for this. If you really want to give back, please take a screenshot or tag us on Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp status. Let people know that this is happening. Just tag us, Demo Hub Official, at Demo Hub Official across all board, Demo Hub Official at all cross board. So just tag us, let people know this is happening. You will never know. Somebody can sponsor you as well. We might do something in the next batch. That is, will be September. If you know you have a community of friends that wants to learn, there's a possibility that you can get what we call the affiliate deal, whereby or referral deal, whereby you refer friends, and that accumulates to the amount of trading capital for you. Sorry, your training fee. So imagine you're able to bring in 10 friends and you make 10% on that. That means that you yourself, you've gotten yourself your training fee. So you don't get to pay any money, you just get to invite your friends. I said I don't get all. So more reason why you should take decision and be part of this right now. Maximize the $75. But like I said, if you know we've not yet decided on it, but we might introduce the referral system whereby you can refer people, and when they get on board, you get paid. Now, if you want to use that money, you get paid to sign up for the masterclass, fine. If you want to go and spend it and still be waiting for life to help you, fine. But I will advise you, look into your network of friends, promote this to them, get paid, then use that money to get started, and it's a win for you. So I hope you are able to. This is my first time trying to trade. So please learn. Don't assume. Don't waste 5 years of your time trying to perfect it yourself or trying to test. Get a mentor that will show you the ropes. Someone that have seen the market. 9 years in this market is not play for me. Now, I'm not trading like people that make like $10,000 or people that trade and lie to you that they make like $100,000 every single trade they went into. Now, am I them? No. Am I saying they are lying? I don't know. But I'm not here to come and bobo you. I've told you how much I've lost in the market before. I've lost $1,000. I've lost $4,000. I've made more than that before, and it keeps compounding over time. But all those were my mistake error. Me telling you right now about risk management is because I've been there before. Being able to tell you it's better for you to compound your $20 every single time, and in the next 6 months, it can move from $20 to about $45, and you compound that for another 6 months, and by year one, you can start making close to like $90, and you compound that for another 3 months, and by your fourth month, and it keeps compounding. Some people will say that if you have 1 million today, start trading. No, I would say if you have 1 million today, take about 40% of that, which is about 400,000 naira. Use that to start trading because you have to eat. Because if you don't eat, you can't think right. And if you can't think right, you can't make the good decision in trading. That's just the truth. Or you put in all your money and you need to pay some bills. You have to take money out at loss. Does it make sense? It doesn't. So I would say thank you very much. We are 2 minutes past schedule. For those that want to make a decision, the floor is open before 12. You get some $5 due. For those that are going to make decision tomorrow before we go live. But please, if you're going to do that before 6 p.m. Before 6 p.m. tomorrow, so that you can be added to the WhatsApp group and we can accommodate you to it. And let me just hear from you guys, for those that are still on the call. How was the section? How was this section generally? Just put a shout out there. Let me see it. It's, at least give me your testimonies. give me your testimonies for today's section. Tell me your experience. Let me know how you feel. Genuinely. Let me know how you feel genuinely, and we can take it up from there. All right. Genuinely, and we can take it up from there. So guys, let me just see it in the chat section. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what you learned. Tell me what the knowledge has done for you and how you can use it. All right. And if you're on the WhatsApp group and you want to send it to me as a WhatsApp message, I will appreciate that as well. It will enable me to be able to screenshot and enable more people to learn value. Oh, Loretta, you're on this call. Good to have you on this call. That is my sister as well. That's my sister that has been saying she's going to start trading. Right? Imagine you started back then, you'd have possibly about $20 or $50 back then. But now it is what it is. Any other person? So we're on the WhatsApp together right now. I believe some of you are already on the WhatsApp group. Let me see if I can just copy out the link again. Even if you are not yet on the WhatsApp group, this is the WhatsApp link. Open. It shows as a link on YouTube chats. All right. I'm not seeing it clickable from. I'm actually on StreamYard. So unless I go check with you guys. Come on, guys. You guys are mute. Let me hear your feedback. How was the section? How was the section generally? Let me hear from feedback. But if you want to respond to me in my WhatsApp, I'm very open to that. That will enable me. It was amazing. I learned a lot. Most importantly, the aspect of PIP, that's pips. All right. Follow on show. Are you on WhatsApp? I would love to have more detailed. Or it can be as short as this as well. But just tell me your experience about the FX masterclass, the free August masterclass, in my WhatsApp. Or if you want to, you don't even have to come to my DM. You can drop it in that WhatsApp group. All right. Every other person, please, you can just drop it in the WhatsApp group. That will enable us to be able to publicize it to more people so that they can join in for the next section. And with that, because I'm not getting other response and I didn't bring a cup of water here to wet down my throat, I would say thank you so much. My core desire is to fill up that WhatsApp group to 1,000 people by next section. Now, we had about 20 people join this call. That was the highest number we got. Now, if you can bring in 10 friends, right? Though on the group we have about 140 people. Like they say, many are coffee you are choosing. Out of 140 people, only 20 people joined in, right? Value system. Now, my goal was out of that 140, you can invite 10 friends. That would have been 1,400 people. So by next meeting would have been 1,400. But we have like 20 people joining today. So if you invite 10 of your friends or more, will be about 200 people in the next section. All right, that would be a win. Now, this is the concept, and I'm putting the art of a mindset coach right now. Imagine you are the only richest person among your 5 friends. How will life be for you? It will be like what Two-Face said. If not just me, like it will be very boring. Everybody's responsibility will be on you. Now, I'm not coming from the point of persuasive speech right now. I'm trying to like some people will do. No, I'm trying to let you understand how the philosophy of life happens. Say you even get started today, you are trading, you make money, and you are the only richest person among your friends of 5 or your friend of 10. Think about that. How will life be? You won't be able to even do some things that you want to do because you'll be saying that they will talk. But imagine that 10 of you, 5 of you, you guys are making good money. You 5 of you even started from somewhere and you guys grew together. When you guys were making $10 to now, time you now start making like $1,000. It goes well like that. So more reason why I'm saying that invite your friends, invite them to be part of this. Uh, invite them to the group. The WhatsApp group link is there. I'm going to drop it on the WhatsApp as well for those that want to invite their friends so that we can go deeper and we can have more value to it. Now, these are some feedbacks from some of you guys. So if you're thinking people are not responding, Follow Risha said it was amazing. I learned a lot, most importantly, the aspect of pips. And we have from Maureen. Maureen said it is a very good one. I am almost feeling like a pro because skill is key. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you too. Thank you too. Thank you too. So I've taken extra 8 minutes from your time. I promise that I'm going to release you guys by 9:30, and this is already 9:38. So 2 more minutes, and I'm going to close. I'll wait if there's any question. I'm going to wait, but if not, I'm just going to be with you on the screen, and I'll say thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for being on this call. Thank you for being part of the section, and I'll say God bless you. And I look forward to working with you, teaching you, guiding you, mentoring you, and we can build this well together. Imagine 1,000 people on that WhatsApp group are well and are doing well. If we want to elevate 1,000 children, for those that know about Impact 1,000, for those of you that knew about Impact 1,000 that I normally do, I help out of school children by sponsoring them, affiliate to some NGOs. So it's not as if we take money from you because we just want to take money from you. We have people that will give that money so that people can go to school. But imagine all of us are making good money. And we can say, oh, 10% of that is going to go to out of school children, children on the street so that they can get education. Think about that. All right. Think about that. So my goal is not just to bring people and they pay me, with all due respect, pay me peanuts of $75. That is my 1 hour coaching section, right? Which I'm going to increase to about $100 every coaching period I have with any. That's individual, right? So my goal is to we all are enriched and we can have more impact in the lives of people. That I will be proud. I will be proud to come to you and say that for long sure. Oh, I know I'm not saying because you make $1,000 to do, but we have children that we want to sponsor. Or at least part time. One child is about 30,000 naira, and I want you to sponsor for a section that is 90,000 naira. 10% of this thing is how much? $100. $100 is about 150,000 naira right now. And I'm only asking for 90,000 naira out of that. And he can drop $100, $150 that covers for him, covers for the uniform, covers for some things in the child's life. So think from that perspective of impact you can make, the life you can live, the lives you can help. And I'll say thank you so much. It's 9:40. Have a great one. I love you all. God bless you. See you on the next section. See you for those that will take decision tomorrow or this night. And if it is, follow us on social media. Subscribe to this if you've not yet subscribed. Please invite your friends to the community and we can keep expanding the vision. Thank you so much. I love you all and God bless you. Bye for now.